Hello from my little corner beside my bed in my room, where I am just going to sit and talk to you. I actually had a video that's going to go along with my workout video because I'm just trying to vlog, do a little less high editing and a little less dental. If I'm being honest, you've seen some of my kitty cat videos. Dental things are fun, and I'm still going to provide dental educational content now and again, but I don't think anyone's really going to subscribe to a dentist because they want to learn about dentistry. Those will be the little nuggets, the broccoli that comes along with the cherry pie or whatever this is going to be. I have been following on YouTube Sam Sulek, I think is his name. He's like a 21-year-old bodybuilder, and I have been doing a lot more of just in this fitness sphere. I've been reading a lot of articles on intermittent fasting, and so that is what my husband and I have been doing, is intermittent fasting, essentially 16 and 8, so from basically 4:30 until 8:30, 4:30 p.m. until 8:30 a.m. not eating, so we're not sitting watching Netflix and snacking and scrolling mindlessly on TikTok, and it has been really pretty nice. We're a month in to exercising. I'm 4 pounds down, an inch down in my waist. So my left side, my left hand carpal tunnel, where I had numbness in these three and a little bit in this one, fingers, it's gotten a whole lot better. And my sciatic nerve pain also on my left side, but my hip and my lower back, way better. It was really bad the first week because I was doing a lot of glute and lower back, hamstring, all those exercises, and those muscles were so weak. And so I was like, oh no, I'm making things worse. But now kind of powering through and not overexerting myself, but just building core strength. Man, I'm feeling a lot better. I have a PT appointment this coming week. I'm going to go and see because I still have some left-sided, a lot of tightness. I think I have what's called bursitis, which I don't know. I'm a dentist, not a doctor, definitely not a physical therapist. So who knows? We'll see what it really is. I'll report back. But bursitis seems to be something torn tendons where your body's not really recognizing that it's injured, and it takes a long time to fully heal. But I think building strength, and then it was funny, I went to see my hand doctor for a consult about the carpal tunnel, and he was just healthy lifestyle. And I got home and I was to my husband, I was babe, he literally was just diet and exercise, boo. That's what you gotta do. And I was kind of annoyed, but then he was right. It's just building strength in the muscles surrounding that hand, and then triggering things. I had been pushing my daughter's little tricycle up this huge hill where we have a little playground near our house, and that was not wise. That was hurting my hand. That's why I stopped doing that. So we've been exercising, and it's good. That piece is good. But I'm hoping with my channel to do some more vlog, just chit chat stuff about motherhood. I'm laughing at all my books stacked behind me that are probably half read. I did read these. I don't know if you read the Red Rising series, but the final book is coming out early next year, 2024. I'm so excited. So those have been my fun fantasy fiction type reads. I love dystopian young adult type things. I really want to start reading, I can't even think of the whole name, and I'm sorry, I'm going to offend the big fans, but Crown of Roses and Thorns, that whole series really intrigues me. I just haven't had time to sit down and really read them all. But that's something I'd like to do. But I have all these parenting books, and that has been our struggle, really. We've been going to bed early, and a lot of times I would read later, although to be honest, I was just scrolling mindlessly through TikTok. But I want to be able to read some of these books, but to be able to get up to exercise at 5:15 in the morning, because I want to have 30 to 45 minutes, that I really have to guard my rest time. And that's what I realized, I am not a morning person at all. And if there was going to be a chance in heck of me getting up before my previous alarm, which was 6:20, then I had to guard my sleep on the back end. So I couldn't stay up. And I'm a night owl. Once I get up past 10, I'll be up to 1, 2 a.m. That's how this channel exists, is because I was up and burning whatever the phrase is of my candle burns at both ends, it may not last the night, but oh my soul and oh my love, or something, it gives a lovely light. That was me. I was burning my candle at both ends. I was getting up early with kids, and then also staying up till 2 in the morning doing my content creation and scripting and all these formalized, researching in articles. And it was a lot of time and effort, and it was great. I learned a lot of stuff, and even things I already knew, just more solidified how I felt about them, how I wanted to teach them to people in terms of dentistry, but I can't do that anymore. And it turned into, after I kind of got burnt out of that, just scrolling mindlessly on TikTok for an hour or two, and I don't need to do that either. So now I'm going to bed. I am in bed at 8:30. I'm asleep hopefully by 9:15 at the latest, and then I'm up at 5:15 and exercising, and it's been good. But yeah, some things I am missing would be time to like read, and so I have to find the time to do that. And I want to like kind of vlog like this and talk about life. I thought a series would be interesting or funny. Like the Sam Sulek guy, he's exploded in growth, and he's this bodybuilder. He's talking about like what he eats, and he films himself driving around and like talking. And that, I tried doing a video for this. Like this is the second iteration of this to go along with my fitness video, because other phone, because I filmed a little bit in my car, and then I really struggled when I went to upload it. I was like, this is distracted driving. Like, even though I'm hands-free and it's like I'm talking to someone, I'm thinking about it, right? And so I'm technically distracted. So I was like, this isn't actually the kind of content I want to create. I don't want to encourage other people to create it. I don't want to be driving around and talking, even though technically it might be legal. I bet in some states it's not legal. And so I decided to nix that and go with just me around my house. I'll record myself making my kids' lunches. I still have my youngest at home for the most part. She does like part-time preschool, so I don't have a ton of time to just sit, or when I do, I'm like doing laundry or I want to nap. Heaven forbid, so I won't be doing this. But I think just longer videos where I'm talking about life and where we are, what we're doing. Like it's right before Thanksgiving this week. My brother's coming in town with his wife. I have a cousin coming in town with his wife and their 2-year-old, and they're going to stay with my mom and dad who are in town. So we will be at our house with our 5 kittens and 2 dogs and 1 bunny. And it's just going to be, I hope, fun. My kids are off the whole week. That's a long week. And whenever all 3 of them are around, I don't know if I'm just like the horriblest mom in the world, but it's not fun. Like one of my kids, my eldest right now, is really struggling with listening. And maybe that's because I haven't been the best at enforcing things. I'm not sure what the answer is there. My husband and I just spent like 30 minutes talking through this. At the end of the day, we do something called Fanos. A lot of people in recovery will do it, but we will do it. Just, it's a nice system. We like it, works for us, but it stands for feelings, acknowledge or appreciate, need, own, and then something you're working on, or sobriety if it's in recovery. And so we were just talking about the day and how we felt just wiped from today and yesterday. So it's Saturday, Sunday, our first 2 days with all 3 kids home. And it was really stinking hard. We're exhausted. I just want to like stab these in my eyes a little. And I consider myself a very like conscientious parent, like breaking the cycle, right? Like I don't yell at my kids. I put a lot of thought into the way I engage with them. And one, for whatever reason, his personality is a lot like mine, my eldest. We're just having a hard time. Like, it's not simpatico right now. And then I struggle with this battle of guilt of like, I'm not parenting him right. Like maybe I'm being too harsh, or maybe I'm not being harsh enough, or maybe I'm not setting clear boundaries, or I'm not having like a good natural consequence. Or sometimes, what is the natural consequence? It's so hard to think of natural consequences, especially on the fly. Like, dear God. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like pediatric dentistry, I work with a lot of kids. I work with kids that are anxious or scared or nervous. But when it is your own kid, every day, day in, day out, especially when they're all home. Like this weekend has made me worry already about the summer and all 3 of them home. And I feel like such a bad mom. Like I should just want to go create crafts on Pinterest and spend all day with them and doing fun things and making memories. And like, that's just not, I want to do that sometimes. I don't want to do that all the time. And then there's stuff I got to do. I got to clean. I got to get ready. I got to cook. So I'm just tired, and my husband's tired. So anyway, that's where we are. We are tired, but more from parenting stuff, but the exercise stuff has been good. So I'll show a few tidbits of like one of the exercises I think is really cool. It's like this cross arm type of one. And then I will talk a little bit about kind of where we are, and show you a little of the tonal. I think we're doing tonal and Peloton, and we really, really like it. Just the combination. I like the Peloton for the cardio and the tonal just for like strength. And I think the tonal, honestly, for me is my favorite, and it's been making the biggest difference just for my pain points. That was what I really wanted to improve. I think in my head, like I just have to set clear goals. I like measure my waist, my arms, so I would have clear measurements to see progress, because I'm a very poor judge of my own like accomplishments. I'll be like, oh, you know, it's not really that different. And so I needed something like I could actually measure. And so weight obviously is one, but for me, it's not really about weight, but it's an easy measure for me to keep track of. And I was like 160 starting. I'm like 155 now a month in, and then about an inch off my waist, which is awesome. And that's what I feel like as a mom, this little like pudgy blub right there, that's what I most want to go away. And just to feel comfortable in my own skin. And I think it's okay, like body positivity, woo woo, like however you look, feel good about yourself. I think that is important, but I think also acknowledging sometimes we don't like a certain thing about our body, and like there are things sometimes we can do to change that, and that's okay. Like I love myself, but there is something about my body, the little like poochy part, like little muffin top in the back and the front, that I want to change, and I'm already seeing change, so that's exciting. So I will show next few little clips, just what we're doing there in the exercise room. You'll see my pudgy little belly still very much there, and I'm hoping to show like my 9-month progress update, and that will be much smaller is my hope. But I'll be checking in and doing more of these. If you've got questions, or man, if you're struggling like we are, let me know. If you got any tips, 7-year-old boys that are not listening or just mean, when you're not mean to them, like I really try not to yell, not raise my voice, to have logical consequences, to be kind and encouraging and really love him. And it hurts my feelings, and I feel really sad that we don't have this like great relationship. And I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Probably, or something I could do better, right? But it's like, is it something in him? Do I need to get help? Do I need to seek out like a diagnosis, medication? I don't know. It's just really frustrating. And so, got any tips? Any mamas with kids bigger than mine? Have you hit seasons like this? Is it just a season? Is it gonna get better? I hope so. I hope so. I want to enjoy my kids, all 3 of them together, and not have them always fighting. And I just hope it'll get better. Like the 2 younger ones, they're both girls. They fight, but they just bounce back and like get along generally better. And the older one just like bossing them around and getting mad, and they don't want to play with them. And then he's like lonely and wants to play with my husband, and I want time with my husband, and he has stuff he has to do. And so then he gets frustrated, and he's alone, and he doesn't have a buddy, and we have a neighborhood friend, but he can't always play with him. And it's just, I don't know. I need ideas. So if you got them, let me know. If you like my sweatshirt, overthinker since birth, that would probably summarize this this whole spiel. And yeah, I'm just gonna be talking about my life, my long form stuff. Like long form's there's not much to it right now, unless you're Sam Sulik, which I am intrigued, and I've watched lots of his videos. Won't be driving around talking like he does, but try and just update. I don't think I can, I don't know, mentally like go in front of people. Like he'll film at the grocery store and like show his, I am not to that level of confidence. I am an indoor cat. I am not an outdoor cat. I'm an outdoor cat in like the friend way. Like I have a few close friends, and like I'll be buddies and really close to them for a while. Like they'll hear from me every day, and then I'll ghost. And I'm just like busy doing stuff, and it's not that I don't love them. I've disappeared for a while, but don't worry, I'm okay, and I still love you. Still loyal. Outdoor cat and personality, indoor cat and I don't know, fearfulness of people and anxiety. And so I'm not going to be blogging in front of other human beings. So I don't know. It'll just be me in front of my pile of books that hopefully I'll start to read and get through now. But the one I really want to read, because I follow her on Instagram and really like her, is Good Inside Dr. Becky. I think it's Kennedy. Yes, Kennedy's her last name. So I'll update on that, and I'll update on life as I can. But yeah, you won't see as much like formalized dental stuff, although you will see some. But maybe more in the short form, because that's kind of what's taken off. And then these blogs, Sam Sulik style, authentic, just chatting. And if you're in the thick of it too, I'm sorry, it's hard. And if you're in a place that you want to exercise but you're not sure how, I hope this can be an encouraging journey for you. And like literally nothing fancy. It's just picking a system. Like you don't need a tonal and a Peloton. I used to do the last time I did an exercise routine, it was just like Jillian Michaels' 30-day shred. I'm pretty sure I did the same routine on a DVD player in our old basement that was unfinished. And so that can work too. But we're at a different stage in our life, almost 40 now, that we are lucky enough to be able to have a Peloton and a tonal and a gym right in our basement, and to not have to travel somewhere. But you can do it, and I'll be here cheering for you the whole way. So here's that little workout tidbit video, and then at the end I'll be sure to include some gratuitous cute kitten videos of our newest Kit Kats. The 2 orange tabbies are our newest Autumn and Pumpkin. They're so cute, and they're slowly warming up to us. It's taking time. They're not nearly as socialized as the other 3 were, but they're getting there, and they're really adorable. All right, thanks guys. Here's one of the craziest ab moves yet found here. It's called a weighted crunch.
Ab exercise for the win. Get down there and get to play. Final set. You know what to do. Curl all the way down. Hold for a second, and then slowly roll through extension 1 vertebrae at a time. Core, baby.
You do more, you tell Tonal. You can take more weight.
This is the type of ab exercise
Next time.
that's going to help pull out those 6 squares.
Girl, I love you. Just smiling. Yeah, you're so happy. Yeah. Oh, my sweetheart.
12 seconds later.
Is Daddy not feeding you? Oh my goodness.
Hello.
That poor kitty.
What's up? Hello, friend.
Are you starving?
You want food? Want your food?
That's good. If you wipe it too much, you know it sticks together. You only want to do it one time.
You have a smooth brain. No ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. All ideas slide right off, like a water slide. Smooth brain, smooth.